True creatures of comfort, the Italian Greyhound is unlike any other breed.
Italian Greyhounds are one of those dogs that I would call a Velcro dog, which is they can't think of a place they'd rather be than on your lap.
These lap dogs are very cat-like. They love sunbathing and are so intolerant of cold weather or rain that many owners litter box train them.
They were basically bred to be companions, dogs that would snuggle up close to you and keep you warm. And as with many beautiful, elegant little dogs, they were primarily kept by royalty.
Italian Greyhounds have graced the royal palaces of Charles I, Catherine the Great, Queen Anne, and Queen Victoria, just to name a few. Frederick II, the great king of Prussia, owned over 50 Italian Greyhounds and coined the phrase, "The more I see of man, the more I love my dogs."
Well, unlike its name, originally these dogs weren't from Italy.
Nope, in fact, the Italian Greyhound is believed to have originated in Greece and Turkey more than 2,000 years ago. By the Middle Ages, this pooch was distributed throughout southern Europe. Often a symbol of wealth, the Italian Greyhound appeared in many paintings throughout the Renaissance.
They were a favorite of the Italian aristocrats, and basically, that's how they got the name Italian Greyhound.
Weighing an average of 6 to 10 pounds, they're a miniaturized version of the Greyhound and are the result of selective breeding.
They were bred down from Greyhounds, who obviously are very fast dogs, so Italian Greyhounds are very fast.
While they can't beat a Greyhound who clocks in at 45 miles per hour, these little guys can run a whopping 25 miles an hour. That's 6 miles an hour faster than the average pooch. Although rarely used to its capacity, the Italian Greyhound has a deep chest, which gives him great endurance.
This is a dog that has immense speed bursts and an immense ability to get out and be robust if it's running.
The tail is long and slender and ends in a slight curve.
They have very long tails, which when you see them run very quickly, they kind of use it as a rudder to keep their balance and to turn on a dime.
In addition to their running skills, the Italian Greyhound also has acute sight and hearing ability. Also called flying ears or propeller ears, the Italian Greyhound has high-set ears with dropped tips when they are alert.
Ideal environment for this dog, in my opinion, would be a single person living with this dog or a couple without children.
Italian Greyhounds live up to 15 years and are an exceptionally healthy breed. However, they must be safely confined when unsupervised for the first 12 to 18 months.
Until their bones are fully developed, you need to be very careful that they don't jump off the couch or the bed because they could fairly easily break a leg.
Training should start early since this breed has a tendency to be shy in temperament and high-strung.
My emphasis with these guys is always on introducing them to the world, socializing them with other dogs and children.
Hey!
Italian Greyhounds can sometimes be hard to recall due to their strong prey drive, so they should always be on a leash in open areas.
This is the dog, if he gets away from you and he bolts, you're not going to catch him.
Italian Greyhound's smooth, close coat sheds very little hair and produces almost no odor.
I don't think you could find a dog that's easier to groom than an Italian Greyhound. They're basically just wash and wear.
But that short single coat also means they're a dog you need to keep warm in cold weather.
If you're in a cold climate with them, I would definitely be putting booties and warm coats on them.
So, in general, the Italian Greyhound is highly sensitive to cold weather. They have delicate bones and should be confined when unsupervised. These dogs are one of the easiest to groom. Socialization should start early. And they fare best in households without lively children.
The Italian Greyhound is the most amazing, magnificent, spectacular creature I have ever laid my eyes on.
It's one of the top 3 designer dogs.
Now, of all the designer dogs, I think the Puggle is one of the cutest.
And of course the name is cute to say, right? Puggle Puggle.
Celebrities like Uma Thurman, Kelly Osbourne, Julianne Moore, and James Gandolfini have all had one.
That is a cross between a purebred pug and a beagle, hence Puggle. You have that kind of smushy face with the floppy ears.
The Puggle was created in the 1980s to be a lovable companion, mixing the warm pug toy breed personality with the unbridled energy of the busy little beagle.
When you cross those two, you get a dog that is basically a little tornado.
Now, Puggles Even though they have the pug in them, they've got the beagle in them, so they've got an amazing sense of smell. These dogs love to track. If you take them outside to the park, they're going to put their nose down, they're going to sniff everything.
And while pugs sometimes like to bark and beagles are known for howling, puggles do both. And if you're thinking of getting a puggle, it's important for health reasons to be sure to get a pure puggle, meaning the parents are one beagle and one pug. Puggles are traditionally called small lap dogs, weighing between 7 and 30 pounds, if not overfed.
The puggle is a dog that's a really nice size. It's not too tiny, but it's not too big, so it's really portable.
As for the puggle's coat,
Puggles are a short-coated breed. They've got that really tight short coat of the beagle and the short tight coat of the pug. So they're very low maintenance.
and the coat can be black or multicolored. However, most puggles are fawn with a black-colored facial mask.
Look-wise, a puggle looks like a miniature English Mastiff.
And puggles come with that signature pushed-in face, which, while loved, can come with breathing issues. Another attractive quality, the puggle's unique tail, which is a mix of the short, tight, curly spiral that the pug has and the beagle's longer, flailing tail. As for health, there are issues to watch out for, along with breathing problems.
Cute as they are, they can have inherited genetic defects, like cherry eye, where the third eyelid gland pops out. They can be prone to epilepsy, heart problems.
But grooming the puggle is pretty easy.
The only real maintenance thing that they've got going on is this, face washing, wrinkle cleaning business.
While puggles are highly intelligent, they can be stubborn, so start training early on. Do they make good pets? Yes, they do.
Puggles love to run, they love to play. They're really, really into their owners.
In general, this dog loves to be active, so young families are ideal. Its short snout and high energy can present breathing problems along with heart issues. As for grooming, it's easy, and training is important but can take some time. So overall, if you're looking for a zippy dog, pick a puggle. The Alaskan Malamute is the Clydesdale of the Great White North. But did you know that the Malamute can survive in temperatures reaching 70 degrees below zero? And that George Lucas was inspired by his faithful Malamute to create Han Solo's companion Chewbacca. His Malamute, named Indiana, lent his name to another famous character, Indiana Jones.
It's a dog that has been bred to get along very well with other dogs in its pack.
The ancestors of the Alaskan Malamute were first discovered working alongside the native people of Alaska in the 1700s. These hardy dogs lived with their masters in the inhospitable Arctic. The Malamutes used their dogs to hunt and to nimbly pull heavy sleds over treacherous ice and snow. Explorer Admiral Byrd brought teams of Malamutes to Antarctica on his expedition to the South Pole in 1933. Alaskan Malamutes are often mistaken for another sledding breed, the Siberian Husky, because they share the same coat colors, but that's where the similarities end.
Plain and simple, you've got your Huskies that are pulling the dog sleds and are winning the races, and you've got your Malamutes that are really doing the hard work and pulling the heavy stuff. They're a little bit slower, they're quite a bit bigger, but they're an amazing dog.
The Malamute dwarfs other sledding dogs with its massive size, commonly weighing between 75 and 100 pounds. The weight comes from its large, dense bone structure and heavy muscling. The broad chest pushes against the harness, and the large rear muscles of the leg drive the animal forward.
The Alaskan Malamute could go on forever. It's tireless, it's effortless, and it's what they love to do.
The Alaskan Malamute is particularly suited to withstand the harsh, cold climate. Black pigmentation is common to all Arctic animals. It prevents sunburn and blistering from the strong ultraviolet rays that glare off the ice. The coat of the Malamute also protects it from the elements. The oily top coat wicks away moisture and traps warm air within the insulating woolly undercoat. But its greatest assets are its bear-like paws. The claws extend out like a cat's to grip the ice. And the broad pads act like snowshoes, spreading the weight across a greater surface area to keep them from sinking into the snow. Bred to work in a pack, the Alaskan Malamute gets along well with other dogs and within all types of families. But as with any dog, Malamutes should never be left unsupervised with young children.
Are you smiling?
Like other large breeds, Malamutes are prone to hip dysplasia.
They are a dog because of their massive size that does oftentimes suffer from growing pains or joint pains. And they really don't physically mature until they're usually about 2 years old.
Their oily top coat helps repel dirt as well as moisture. Like a cat, they'll lick themselves clean. Seasonally, the Malamute will blow its coat.
That's a slang term or a reference term in grooming for when it releases its undercoat and guard hairs. This is part of nature's way of growing in new hair. You will see patches just start to fall out as the dog walks around. It turns your home into a snow globe.
Malamutes are best suited for cold temperatures. In hot and humid climates, they require special attention, shade, and air conditioning to stay healthy and comfortable.
This is a dog that is built for the great rugged outdoors, definitely a working breed.
Oh, I love you too. Yes, you do.
So in general, Alaskan Malamutes prosper in cool climates with plenty of exercise. They're prone to joint problems. Malamutes shed seasonally and require frequent brushing. A stubborn and independent breed, they require continuous training. Malamutes are excellent for active families.
Consistent exercise and consistent love will give you many years of love from an Alaskan Malamute.